All right, man. So we are back live again. So did you get a chance to watch all of it? The Terence Crawford, Jose
Yeah, I watched
Benavidez?
it. I watched it. Like I said, to me it looks like Benavidez is just trying to hop on the Terence Crawford wave right now, and maybe try to talk his way into a fight right now. To be
Hmm.
honest, I mean, he said that he ducked him twice and all of this, that, and the third, but I don't think Terence Crawford ducking nobody. And, my
No,
personal,
I don't see him.
you know.
No, I don't see Terrence ducking him. I mean, if at the time he didn't choose to fight him to fight somebody else, it was to fight for a better opportunity, Like, because how can you say he was ducking him when all the fights he's been really in have been championship fights? Why would you waste time fighting a guy of lesser standards like Jose Benavidez versus somebody with a belt?
Exactly. And then the thing is just the cameras already set up, rolling.
Mhm.
This it looked like something, Benavidez
Had set up, right?
put together, to get some what's the name. I'm not mad at him for that, but
Mhm.
it didn't look like built up to be too much of anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt that way too. Like he already had the camera over his shoulder,
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly.
facing Crawford, trying to get Crawford's expression, and that was kind of the wrong thing to do because Crawford wasn't gonna back down.
Right. Exactly.
And that was my thing too. Like he probably didn't expect Crawford to say that, but he was like, focus on your fight or you won't make it to your next fight. I just thought that was funny because it was like he was waiting for Crawford to get shook or something. But, Crawford was just like, hey, you better calm down. We can take it outside.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. He's calling out Earl Spence. You think he's scared of you, bro? I mean, really? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he's the last person he would be worried about. Like I said, this guy, yeah, he's young, undefeated, but he's had some questionable decisions in the past. So he's not really on a level where he can just try to come over here and call a shot. So,
Right, right.
and I think, the real kicker, I think, is that he recently he is on top rank too, so he's trying to push a fight with Crawford. So I mean, really, after Crawford fights Jeff Horn, once he gets past him, I don't really think Crawford wants to take a step back until
Definitely not. Man. Definitely not.
yeah.
Definitely not. It's too much
Hmm.
money on the table, and there's too many big fights on the table for Terrence Bud Crawford right now. Man. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
welterweight division. I mean, it's too much going on right now. You know what I mean?
Now, now this fight here, it could be a fight that could be built up sometime in the future, as far as like Jose Benavidez, calling Crawford out, but he hasn't make a name for himself.
Right.
And then they could meet down in the future.
Yeah.
That's a fight that might have potential like that. Because like I said, after Crawford beats Horn, Crawford's going after the champions. He's trying to get fights with the guys in the top five.
Exactly. And that's what Benavidez got to do if he really want to make this fight happen. And he got to start. He got to get in the mix at 147.
Right.
Your name not in the mix at 147. You need to get in the mix. It's a lot of interesting fights at 147.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Which I really don't think that you can hang amongst the elite. Sean Porters, you know what I'm saying? The Thurmans, the Spencers. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
even Danny Garcia is I mean, I don't think you could really hang with those guys yet. Because if so,
Yeah.
you would have been in there already. Why hadn't he been in there with none of these guys?
Yeah. And for him to use that phrase that so many people say somebody's ducking somebody, who is he to say he's being ducked?
Exactly.
How you be saying you being ducked? I mean, who are you right now? Who are you right now to try to say Crawford's ducking me? I
And
mean, you don't. Nobody knows you to really say you posing a threat to him, and you don't have a belt really. I
nothing.
I got you're not a top five fighter, so come on.
It's nothing appetizing for Crawford in that fight. That's why I say is this guy trying to, catch some of that Terence Crawford exposure right now?
That's where it leads to, man. I think that's all it is. Like he knows, hey, I gotta make a name for myself. Let me just act like I want to fight him. Let me say, hey, he was ducking me or something like that. Just to make a name,
Mm-hmm. That's
with
the way.
with no intentions where he really ready to fight Crawford. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's the way I read it, man.
Yeah.
No.
Do you think dang man, there was also some I wanted to ask you about too about Errol Spence. Omar Figueroa, he recently brought up Errol Spence's name and said that he wanted to fight him because he was saying that he would give Spence redemption, bringing up the fact that he beat Errol Spence in the amateurs.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, to me, really, whether you beat him in the amateurs, that's one thing,
Yeah.
Professional is a different thing, and I really don't see Omar Figueroa as a professional. I don't really see him posing a threat against Errol Spence. What do you think?
At this point, not really. The one thing I do like about him though is he's a big guy. So,
Yeah.
when him and Adrian Broner meet up sometime later this year, um, I'm kind of waiting to see how he looks in that fight and what he does in that fight. Yeah, I mean, is he a threat to Earl Spence? No, but I'm just saying. I mean, it could be a fight that might get happen later on down the road. If he makes a statement with Broner and then gets in another, you know, string of fights and looks impressive, we don't know. But as of right now, he's a big guy, but I seen him big and he's like out of shape though. You know what I'm saying? And he's not like a big guy who, yeah, who's still ripped up. I seen him in. I mean, even a couple of press conferences with him and Adrian Broner, he just looked a little puffy. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I need to see what happens with him and Adrian Broner. To be honest,
Yeah.
His claim to fame is stopping the Ghost, which was a good look, but the Ghost.
Those seen better days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And people have to remember too, he suffered from some hand injuries too. So
Who, Figueroa?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So to me, it's
or some other stuff, ain't?
Fight stuff. I think he just had like a bad hand. So to me, it's like, okay, if you're talking about fighting Spence now, I mean, you got to come in with in good shape. Hands got to be right, everything, because you got to have some pop to keep Errol Spence back. That's how I feel.
Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't know he had hand issues. So you're gonna need that firepower in the Earl Spence fight. Ain't no way around it. You're gonna need that. You're gonna need that firepower. Floyd Mayweather is a testament to that. You need that firepower.
Yeah.
With Earl Spence. I don't care how slick you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, yeah, even for Figueroa, saying that he would give Errol Spence down the line, we gotta see how he looks against Broner too.
Yeah.
Still, that's still a fight where we have to see where.
See, I mean, because a guy can dedicate himself and stay focused and do things, I mean, that is possible. You know what I mean? But you have to put the work in, and we have to see the results from you putting the work in.
Yeah.
So, this Adrian Broner fight, I mean, if he don't come in there in shape, he don't stand a chance against Earl Spence to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that don't got nothing to do with winning fights, but to me, you need a little bit of muscle. You need some armor on your body when you taking those shots.
Yeah.
That blubber, you can have some flair, but that ain't the same as having that, that muscle, that armor to protect you. In my eyes, ain't that fat is just giving way. That ain't really stopping or absorbing. It's just giving way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you see Lamont Peterson, he put the armor on too, but you know, there has to be a lot more going on there too,
Yeah, absolutely. The muscles ain't just.
I mean, I'm sure it helped him. It helped him withstand some of that punishment that Errol Spence was digging, but that's just part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, had he not had worked his core, he might have been out from a body shot. You know what I'm saying? Or might have been dropped.
Yeah.
From a body shot. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I say, man, if he looks good against Broner, and then he wants to keep pursuing these big names at 147, and I mean, it's just another name at 147. It's the same for the Benavidez guy. If this is what you want, get some wins together, and put yourself in the mix at 147. It'll be another. It's just another good fight to happen with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Benavidez too, man. It's just like, come on, like, we know you want to make a name, but you ain't ready for Crawford, honestly. Like I said, going in what I've seen in the past, I don't think he's ready for Crawford. Being 26-0, you don't have you don't have any solid wins against top 10 guys, top 5 guys yet. So why do you think Crawford is really ducking you,
I know, right? What type of sense does that make?
But like I said, if his marketing plan is to maybe get the fight down the road, okay, more power to him. Because like I said, it's a fight that needs to be built up. Unlike something like Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, that's a fight that just needs to happen now.
Right.
That's as far as that can go. So, their fight could be built up. But yeah, this is what we want now. So, and we're gonna keep stressing that till next year. But yeah, man, pretty much all I got for this live discussion, man. Anything else you wanted to say on it, man, about Crawford, man, coming up for his fight with Horn? Because Horn, he's also trying to look past Crawford, saying he want Canelo next, man. So what's the deal with that?
I'm gonna just laugh at that one for right now.
Yeah.
The closer and closer that this Horn and Terence Crawford fight gets, though, and I'm getting a little more interested because it will be a good, solid test for Bud at 147. Because, this guy's is a full-fledged welterweight. You know what I mean? Jeff Horn is a a good 147er. So it's gonna be an interesting test, and I'm starting to look forward to seeing this fight happen.
Yeah, because it's not really like I feel like a threat where he's gonna match Crawford skill for skill, but he's just a naturally bigger guy.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thing, the size.
Yeah, because this is a guy who's talking about trying to fight Anthony Mundine. Who Anthony Mundine's a super middleweight at times, so he kind of can step in that realm at 154 or higher. So this would be Crawford's real test against just a bigger, physically stronger guy. Who we've seen his past few fights. He's kind of he's scrappy, so. He's a scrappy guy, so yeah, it's gonna be one of the fights where it'll be something new on him. But as far as Horn trying to skip ahead like he got this one, that's a mistake.
Yeah, big mistake. Huh.
But yeah, man, I know what weekend not this weekend coming, but the next weekend after this is the Danny Garcia Brandon Rios fight, February 17th. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm gonna watch it. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch it. You know,
Yeah,
the closer it get out, I'll see. But yeah, I'm sure I'll watch it.
yeah. But other than that, man, yeah, that's pretty much all I got on this, man. Anything else you want to say in closing? I'm about to roll up out, man. Give me something to eat.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. So yeah, that's all I really got, man. Like I said, we trying to, do the live thing. Like I said, we always encourage y'all to chime in, give us some stuff to talk about, whatever the case may be. So yeah, just try to participate. That's all we.
Yeah, for real. Like I said, these videos will be up so you can check them out. And then next time, just come back when we are on live, trying to make it a thing, maybe come on Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. So, yeah. And we always post up on Instagram and Facebook. And make sure y'all look out for a new episode, Jab Podcast tomorrow. We got an interesting topic on that one. So, yeah, man. Like I always say, my name's Ant. I'm my partner P.
Yo,
About to sign off. Peace.
peace.